All right, we're going to do another short video today. Nothing too crazy. We're going to move away from the core box. I feel like we've done the core box quite a bit. And I feel like I want to move on from that, right? We've done enough of those cards. So let's move on to the first hero pack, which was Captain America. And we're picking out a card that I still use a lot to this day. I think it's a really good card. And another one, I don't fully understand the situation in which you would use this card. I'll be completely honest. I don't understand it at all. So let's go take a look at the cards. All right, the first one is Squirrel Girl. She's a 2/1/1/2 stat line, which is pretty weak and terrible. But what makes her so good is after Squirrel Girl enters play, deal 1 damage to each enemy. This isn't each enemy engaged with you or each minion or what. No, this all the enemies, right, get 1 damage, which is crazy strong, right? Especially now that we're having a lot more villains or minions come in with tough status. This is an easy way to ping off a bunch of it, right? Ideally, you would like to have a Black Knight, right, which is a 3/1/2/3 stat line where he could use his attack to gain piercing, right? So it pierces to the toughness, but that's not always an option to get. Or, there's 2 toughs out there, right? And this easily pings all that off. It's a really cool card in the way that it works with that. The important thing with it is that it's after she enters play, right? And the reason that this is important, so if you use a card like Rapid Response, after an ally you control is defeated, discard Rapid Response, put that ally into play from your discard pile and deal it 1 damage. You deal 1 damage to Squirrel Girl. She does 1 damage to everyone on the board once again, right? So if you had a situation where you played Squirrel Girl and you attacked with her afterwards and she got retaliated and got knocked out, right? And then did Rapid Response her back in, she would do 1 more damage to everyone else again, and then you could swing or thwart whatever with her again, right? It's kind of cool in the way that she works. And it's the same with Make the Call too. So if you had Make the Call and pay the printed cost of an ally in any player's discard pile, put that ally into play under your control. All it says is when she enters play, right? It's not one revealed. So I think it's a really strong power that she has. It's one that we used a lot back in the day, and I think it still warrants a place. And obviously, like if you use her against Ultron, right? We talked a bit ago about how Hawkeye is really strong against Ultron minions. So can Squirrel Girl. She should probably also be in the deck, because if the minion drones, right, show up and there's like 2 or 3 of them, she's gonna knock out all 2 or 3 of them and deal a damage to Ultron, right? That's super strong. So she's a really good hero, or I'm sorry, really good ally. Really, really solid. I still play her to this day. Still makes a lot of sense. Just to kind of keep getting her in play and get that free damage on everyone. And it's not an attack, so she won't get retaliated for it, which I guess is also important too. Now, the card that also came out with Captain America was Wonderman. I don't understand the appeal of this card. I really don't. So it's a 2/1/3/3 stat line, which is a good stat line. The problem with it is, as an additional cost for Wonderman to attack, you must discard 1 card from your hand. Why? Right? Why? Like, it bumps when we have someone like Black Knight, right? Black Knight costs a little bit more, sure, but is a 1/2/3 stat line. Yeah, his attack is higher and is a little bit cheaper, but his cost automatically goes right back up to 3 costs and then swinging for 3, right? Like, it just, I don't want to pay a resource to do 1 damage. That doesn't make sense to me of why I would ever do that. And I don't know if I'm missing something really basic here that like other people know about, but I don't understand it. Like, again, like when we use the general metric of 3 costs for 8 attack, right? This is the Spider-Man swinging web kick model. That's like the standard of everything. And obviously that attack can go down if you're giving it extra benefits. Like have that thing with Valkyrie. It's 3 for 7, which is weaker, but it has overkill. So at least it gives it a little something, or at least a little something to work with. This is, and in doing that math, right? It's like 2 some damage. It would be like 2 1/3 or whatever for 3 for 8, right? 2 for 6. Actually, it'd be more than that, but whatever, right? It's over 2 damage per resource spent. This is 1 damage for 1 resource spent. Like, I don't understand. I really don't understand. And I feel like I'm missing something really basic, and I don't know what that thing is. So this is why I'm kind of turning the chat for this one. Have you used it? And maybe it's just early on, like having an ally with 3 attack was like, whoa, this is really crazy, and that was worth it. But definitely not anymore. I mean, I barely used them back in the day anyway, but I would say definitely anymore. Like I have never looked at this card and figured there's a good way to incorporate him into the deck. So I Yeah, and it's from your hand too. So I was thinking like if you did a digging deep like resource thing, but that's from the deck, so that doesn't even work. I don't know. Let me know. I'm kind of interested about this with Squirrel Girl. I think most people really like Squirrel Girl still. I think she's really good and really fun. So I think most people would agree that she's pretty solid. But what about Wonderman? All right. So if you have some opinions about Wonderman or Squirrel Girl, you know what you should do? You should come over to twitch.tv/D20 Woodworking. Come hang out in the live stream. It's been a lot of fun. We're doing a lot of different things recently. On Fridays, we've been doing a lot of PvP card games, which has been awesome. Marvel Champion Sundays has been absolutely fantastic. Tuesday's kind of like our day that we play different games. Recently, it's been a lot of Ashes Reborn, but I would like to get some other games in there as well. So come join the live streams. It's a lot of fun. And if you're watching this video and made it this far, hit the like button, hit subscribe, especially subscribe. There's a lot of you that watch these videos that don't hit the subscribe button, and I'm not sure why, because it's completely free. So you should do that. Anyway, appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I will see you all next time.